Hello there. Hello there. Welcome to the latest episode of the Airplane Show. I had no idea what the hell to do tonight. No idea. The one person that responded that said I should do the CRJ, I tried to get Aerofly to stream. It didn't work. I tried to mirror it and stream it twice and on both of my devices, and it wouldn't do it. So I apologize, but that's why we are not doing a CRJ tonight. I would love to find a way to get Aerofly to cooperate with the iPad and my tablet. Just won't. I don't know why. So we're going to tour the islands of Crete, where Zeus was born, and the island of Milos. And let me go ahead and bring up these on Navigraph so I can at least have some VOR information. And let me go ahead and edit my map real quick. Just bear with me 1 second, folks. User waypoints, holding patterns, airways, and waypoints. All right, good. Now it just shows NDBs, VORs, and airports. All right, very good. So we're flying this beautiful DA62 tonight. I've never really flown this plane on stream before, but it's one of my favorite planes in the simulator. So let's go ahead and get this thing started off. So we are actually sitting at kind of in the middle of Crete. We're sitting at a military base in Castelli, Greece. I believe that's where we're at. You know what? I forget. Let's go back out and go back in. I forget. I think it's Castelli, Greece. There's a few airports in Crete, but we're going to start at this one. Yeah, Castellion. Right, that's where we are. Okay, very good. All right, let's go back. Now, I did turn off live weather, and I chose a certain time, and I just put it for last year. That way, the plane should operate properly, because we can't. Right now, the simulator doesn't work too well if you choose a date after December 28th. So not until Microsoft updates their system. So, all right, let's click fly. We'll get the plane started. We'll get up in the air, and I'm going to treat this like a bush trip. We're just going to fly as close to the ground as we can. Usually, I stick within about 1,000 miles. 1,000 miles. 1,000 feet of the ground, and we'll circle this island, and we'll fly up to Milos, which is I want to say about 100 miles up the road from us, up the road in the water. All right, let's bring up our checklist. All right, let's get GigaChad going. All right, let's turn them on. Come on, bitch.
Check on. Alternators. Check both on. Pitot heat. Check off. Engine master. Check both off. Avionics master switch. Check off. Gear selector. Check down. Flap selector. Check up. Equipment. Off. Elect. Master. On. Avionics master switch. Free and correct full travel. Power levers. Idle. Parking brake. Set. Avionics master switch. Check off. Gear selector. Check down. Alternators. Check both on. Fuel pump LH/RH. Check off. Elect. Master. On. Strobe lights ACL. On. Engine master. On L. Annunciations. Check L engine blow on. Start left button.
They are back all the way, dude. Alright, both engines are started up. Click the rightmost. We gotta click enter actually. Pitot heat and axis and position. Alright, strobe lights check, trim, take off. Alright, we're good. We don't need anything else. Cross feed, left and right. I've never had to do that before taxiing. Put them on crossfeed. Strange. All right, let's get rid of that. Let's go ahead and start taxiing here. All right, I do want to do one thing. Let's change CDI to that. Let's put wind option 1 on. And CDI, we're gonna do Bearing 1 will be nav 1. Those work if we need it. All right, very good. And let's do detail. And let's zoom in just a little bit. We can leave it on 10. All right, let's get out of here. Let's put some flaps down. Make sure takeoff trim is okay. All right, let's roll. We're not inputting a flight plan tonight. Kind of excited for this. I've never flown over this part of the world before. I'm really sure what to set the altitude to. I guess I'll set it to like 3,000 feet at first. And looks like we're going to be taking off going to the south, so let's set my heading for the south, I guess. Turn on heading mode. You can do flight level control. It looks like 87 is the looks like 87 is the right speed for climbing. All right, let's make this little turn here. And we'll get up in the air. No flight plan set. I really wanted to use a plane with the old style equipment, but I just flew the Mitsubishi MU2, and every other plane is like super slow. So Let's take off. Put our landing gear up. Pi dot heat on. Oh, it was on before. Let's put our flaps up and let's engage the autopilot. We're going to fly out to the end of the island first. Probably do north up. Let me do that. Very good. Looks like we need to gain a little bit of altitude. Let's do flight level control again. And let's drop our speed back to 87. Clear this little mountain range right here. Looks like we should be able to. I like using this mode when I'm flying closer to the ground because this shows how, our relative altitude versus the ground. Green is 1,000 to 2,000 feet above it. Red is less than 100, and yellow is between 100 and 1,000 feet. All right, we're okay right here altitude-wise, so let's just click altitude. And let's change it to 3,700. We can reduce this to about 82. Make a turn now. Let's head towards the west. Closer to the coast. And let's lower our altitude a bit. Let's go down 1,000 feet. We'll do VS mode. Go down 500 feet per second. these lights off. Our instrument lights on. It's got to be cool as hell living like right there on the base of a mountain like that. That's really cool. Look at this road. It goes all the way up and through the mountains. That's cool as shit. Okay. We're okay with altitude. So I can close the iPad. I don't really need that. Pretty much just flying visual tonight. I might not even plug in anything for landing. I might just land visually. Oh, look at that road. That is cool. We're okay with our height. Much as I like this plane, it's not a great plane for like looking out the window. These big old engines in the way. To the coast, and then we'll turn to the west. We're going to be doing a lot of different altitudes tonight because I'm going to try to keep this as close to 1,000 feet above ground as possible for as much of the trip as I can. I'm going over mountains right now, as you can see, and the yellow is 100 to 1,000 feet above ground, so we're going to come over here and then go up and just kind of follow the coastline. I think I didn't really plan this out, just kind of thought of it and was like, sounds interesting, let's do it. All right, let's make our turn. We're okay with that mountain there, even though it doesn't look like it. Yeah, I've always wanted to tour around the island of Crete, just because it's got such a massive amount of history to it, history that I find fascinating with Greek mythology and things like that. And then this evening I looked up like best islands to look around in Greece, and Milos was like #1 because of the coastline. So that's a real little island, I think it's about 96 miles north of this island. This is the largest island in Greece here. Wow, look at that. That's cool. wish I could use the mouse more effectively with this plane, but it doesn't work real well with the knobs. I wish I could have downloaded the world scenery for this area. I'm not sure how much more different it would have been, but actually, you know, they don't have a. Never mind, they don't have the scenery downloaded for this. They do have the photogrammetry turned on, which is giving the buildings the 3D, you know, look to them. Wind turbines. That makes the landscape look so ugly. For the little bit amount of energy they put out, it actually you use more fossil fuels making those things than you would if you didn't use them. Those things take so much material to make and so many fossil fuels to make. Is one of the dumbest things that people put in the ground. Bird killing, just ugly looking. Wish I had some bombs so I can just drop some bombs on those. We're not starting a war with you, Greece. We're just starting a war with your wind turbines. Sorry, darling, we can't watch TV tonight. There's no wind. Sorry, darling, we can't take a hot shower or hot bath tonight. We have no electricity because it's not windy outside. Go down to the coast and then make a turn. A little less than 2,000 feet above ground right now. Oh, wow, we are going slow. Sorry about that. Got to increase the speed again after we descended. I was wondering why we were going so slow. I'm like, why are we going so slow? Start making a little bit of a turn to the north at about 45 degrees. Didn't really expect this island to be so brown. I'm not really sure what I was expecting, to be honest. I know it had a lot of mountainous terrain, but way more brown than I would have expected. Not that that's a bad thing. Just an observation I'm making. There's an airport right there. Gain a little bit of altitude again. let's go up. Let's put it up to 3,500 feet. See if that's enough. So let's go VS mode, and we'll go 500 north. Let's bring our heading north. Shit. Need to run upstairs. We make this turn and then we can probably split the gap of that mountain there. I think that would be pretty cool to do. The mountains on the coastline, and try to split them. I'll be right back. Let's see where we're at here. Yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to do. Right between these mountains here. Had to go up and get new batteries for the vape. do that. I can look that up right now. Wow, this is flying because there's a whole lot to do right now. We're splitting the gap between these two mountains. This is the island of Crete in Greece. I wasn't really sure what to do tonight, and I've always wanted to kind of fly around Greece, so we're gonna fly around this island a little bit and then go north to another island probably. No, not the Alps. To German wings, 9525. What's good, my dude? How you been? How you been, Tuesday? Let's see here. German wings. I think German wings flies. Doing German wings, 9525. Okay, here we go. Scheduled Barcelona, Dusseldorf. Ah, it crashed. Well, I can crash one. Oh wow, looks like it deliberately crashed. That sucks. That my mic is laggy. Let me turn my headphones off and turn it back on again. Maybe that'll fix it. I mean, if it's still laggy, I can go ahead and just use the mic on my laptop. Yeah, I can recreate this flight. Oh, don't crash. I thought you meant I'll turn my headphones off. Yeah, I can recreate this flight for sure. I'll do it tomorrow. I could probably put it together. Well, no, I'll just stick to this for now, but yeah. Absolutely, I can recreate it. All right, my man. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. All right, let's head to the west and let's gain some altitude so we can go over these mountains here. I don't know how tall they are, but we're going to put in 7,500 feet, and we're going to go up about about 1,000 feet per minute. Let's go right over this mountaintop. I don't know the exact height. Let me see if this do topographical. Yeah, that could be close to 8,000 feet actually. Kind of looking here. Maybe close to 10,000 feet actually. Let's plug in 10,500. Mount Olympus we're coming up to. All right, let's continue to turn towards the center of the mountain. Until that red goes away, we can stop our climb. Yeah, I don't know why the mic is a bit laggy tonight. If it is laggy, I don't know why. All right, just about all the red is gone. Once all the red is gone, we can stop our climb. We can actually probably slow our climb down now. And let's go ahead and set the 500, and let's just change this to leave 8200 in. We should be, I would think, within about 400 or 500 miles probably of the top of this here mountain. Here we're probably gonna get ready to start turning north towards Milos. That one I may actually plug the VOR in for. Actually, let me look at our maps here on Navigraph. Okay, 113.5. Let's plug that in. Yaskifuyu. Yaskifuyu. That's a cool name for a city. I wonder if anything goes on up here in these mountains. Do people like, I don't know. Are there like houses up here to go rock climbing? Mountain bike? Center of this mountain. It's pretty damn close to it. Slovakia. I would use the map here, navigate, but it doesn't. Oh, you know what? I think it shows VOR stations. I wonder if it would, I don't think I can click on the screen and get the frequency though. See a VOR station indicator like here. This little box is a VOR indicator, but it doesn't. You would have to actually, I think, use this and scroll up. And that's kind of a pain in the ass, to be honest. That it might be easy in real life, but it's a pain in the ass with the controller. Can't go back any farther. Trying to get in the back seats so I can take a look out the window. I don't see anything up here. It doesn't look like there's any homes or... I mean, I'd have a hard time believing there'd be homes up here anyways, but I was thinking there'd be like one building. Look at those mountains over there. That is cool as shit. You gotta fly over those. Start heading that way. That is cool. That is cool as shit. Start descending closer to sea level. Let's program in like 3,000, like 2,500 feet. And yes, and 1,000 feet per minute. Because look, there's another VOR station there. I don't think we'd have to like type it into our navigation system to get the frequency probably. We'll fly to the end of this, and then we'll use our VOR needle here to get to Milos, which is about 90 some miles away. That we are going to go 2 times speed over the water. That I can guarantee you. This airplane looks so cool. All right, let's start turning. Actually put on the other map right now. About, I want to say this here, 3,000 feet. Let me plug this in at 3,500 for now. We'll get to the end of the island and if I was flying a faster plane tonight, we might have circled the whole island. But I really didn't want to use the Mitsubishi. That's, I think, the fastest propeller plane that I have. It's the Mitsubishi, I think. Or no, the ATR might be. But I just flew those both recently, like within the last week. I don't want to fly those again. I try to mix things up a bit. I did look for new airplanes to fly, but there really wasn't anything that caught my eye. We made homemade pizza tonight with like homemade pizza dough. Man, that shit was so good. All right, let's actually end this at 4,000 feet. We're gonna fly over those mountains coming up here. Thought it was about 3,500 feet. I might still be right. Just getting a little bit of yellow there right now. Means we're less than 1,000 feet. No. Motherfucking D-O-double-G Snoop Dogg. We go with it. Yeah, we had a homemade pizza dough that my mom made. She gave it to us today. We rolled it out, tossed it in the air. I got flour all over my shirt. And then we made this enchilada Caesar salad. It came as a bag, that you mix. It came with all the ingredients. That was a good ass dinner. I only had one slice of pizza. I let my kids eat the bulk of it, as I typically do. You wouldn't think so by looking at me. But I usually let my kids eat, before me, and then, if there's food left over, then, I'll eat at that point. But, I always make sure that there's plenty of food for them first, and then whatever's left, I'll usually take part of at that point. I don't know if a lot of parents do that or not, but I've always felt, for me at least, that that's the right thing to do to make sure that they get enough to eat, and before I eat. That's not how lions do it in the wild, but not Lannisters. If anything, I'd say we're more like well, you know what? We might be like Lannisters. I don't think we are, though. I'd have to think about what house we'd be. If we were in Game of Thrones, like what house we'd be. My kids are pretty smart, but they're pretty fucking lazy. So I don't know what house had lazy people in it. I don't call any houses like being lazy. So, all right, let's start making our turn north. I'm not worried about the VOR, frequent. There it goes again. I was gonna say I'm not worried about it not showing up, because it'll show up eventually. Let's see. We wouldn't be Wouldn't be Dornish. Wouldn't be Pike. Wouldn't be Dragonborn, that's for sure. Wouldn't be Wildlings, because none of them are really lazy. Wouldn't be Kraken, or the Sea Gods. I don't know what else would be. Maybe, I don't know, actually. Maybe like Winterfell. Maybe we'd be like Starks, maybe. Randall's pretty fucking lazy. Alright, let's head over that little bit of island over there. Can use this also to navigate the SVC display. And that comes in handy as well. Oh, I can use the mouse. Look at that. I think we will leave this at leave it at like 3,500. Fly over that last little mountain range right there, and then we'll head up north to Milos, tour around Milos real quick, and then that's a small island. That one we're just going to pretty much fly around the coast, because I heard the coast is really cool to look at. Yeah, I really had no idea what kind of video to do tonight. I put it out there as a question, but, you know, I don't have that many, people following my channel. I mean, it's certainly more than I ever thought I was going to have. But, and it's grown pretty well, I mean, 300 and some subscribers in about a year. I guess that's not too bad, especially for just like a channel where it's really just flying videos. It's a pretty small market, I think, when it comes to people watching videos. But I'd like to branch off and do some other things too, but I don't know how that would go. I've tried doing other playthroughs on here, but they never seem to gain any traction. But then again, they're older games too, which I can certainly understand. Thinking about doing some commentary over current events and things like that, because I have a point of view that a lot of people agree with many things, and I tend to explain things pretty well. Kind of like, when I explain things with an airplane, I kind of can break down a lot of other things like that as well. So many things going on in the world today. I'm trying not to commentate too much, just because I don't want to segregate part of the audience. That's one thing that I really don't agree with when it comes to like sports teams and musicians and public figures like that, actors and things like that. Like, when you give your point of view, you're pretty much going to exclude half of your audience automatically. I don't understand why. That's a big reason that I really stopped watching NFL football. Like, I live in the Baltimore area, Baltimore, Maryland, if you haven't figured it out, by now. And I was a really, really huge Ravens fan, NFL fan. Never missed every game. I pretty much watched every game. or at least parts of every game. But I was always watching a football game when it was on. And when that whole thing with George Floyd happened, and all the teams started putting his name. I have two issues. One, them putting his name all over their uniforms. I feel bad that he died. Whether or not the police officer did the correct hold, whether he didn't, it was proven in court that he did things correctly, but based on his training, but it seems like he held on to it too long. So I certainly agree with him being punished, and it was certainly tragic that George Floyd died. However, he had a crap ton of fentanyl and other drugs in his system, and he was a career criminal, and was high on drugs that day too. And for the NFL teams to turn around and put criminals' name all over their uniforms and all that just because of the woke cancel culture, that really turned me off. And the other thing that really turned me off is a lot of the athletes kneeling for the national anthem. That I find disgusting. If you were in any other country, almost any other country, you would not have the opportunities that you have. There's no other country that has NFL football. No other country has the type of NBA basketball that we have, where they can make the kind of money they make. For you to disrespect your own country by kneeling, I just find that to be just highly, highly disgusting. And that's really what started the turn off for me. And that's just something I can't overlook. There's no argument that's going to help me change my mind to their point of view with that. 0.0. All right, let's go down to about 1,000 feet. Let's put this down to 1,000. But we'll do 1,500. And let's go VS, and let's go let's see, what radial are we on? Course knob is the center knob. All right, let's do nav mode. Follow nav. Center of Milos. As we fly over, this is the Aegean Sea. I don't know what body of water this is actually. Let me look it up. Let's see. Let me go to maps. I think it'll be on what am I looking for? Media maps. God, man, like my brain sometimes just like shuts off. Crete. Population 633,000, 3,200. Okay, so it's the Sea of Crete. don't even see the island of Milos off the Crete. There's Milos. Oh, that's Milos. Okay. Adamantis. Santorini. Athenios, Milos. All right, very good. All right, let's increase our speed a bit. And let's go ahead and increase simulator by 2 times. Fly over the Sea of Greece, the Sea of Crete. Well, I'm glad I plugged in the VOR station because I would have been going the wrong direction, that's for sure. But yeah, I would have. Yeah, that would have not been pretty. We probably would have hit the mainland of Greece before I figured it out. No. With the D-O-double-G, Snoop Dogg. No. We go on with the D-R-E. Bink, 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 bink. There's no reason to have this map actually. The D-O-double-G. We got 45 miles to Milos. Yep, so that's kind of my take on, like, I used to be really big into DraftKings and FanDuel, and I mean, I came pretty close a couple of times to winning the big tournaments, you know, where you win like 100,000, win, you know, $500,000. Like I placed in the top, you know, a couple hundred a few times, and believe it or not, that's close, because like I was only like 1/10 of a point away from winning. Like I was like 1 catch from getting in the first place, you know, field goal, you know, a 3-pointer, you know, something. But oh, there's Milos. Very good. The original route that I did, which I was going to fly tonight, I was going to use the Mitsubishi for that because it goes a lot faster. I was going to go to like 4 or 5 islands and make like a big circle, but I didn't do it. Then I thought about doing Hawaii, and I came really close to doing that, real close. But I stuck with Greece. Yeah, that's the long and short of it for me with NFL and NBA and all that. I just can't get over the kneeling for the national anthem and them putting criminals on their uniforms and solidarity. Whatever, you know, if they want to idolize a criminal in the privacy of their own home or with their friends, that's fine. But when you're the face of a franchise, you know, or you're the actual team, like, you know, put your middle finger up to the woke cancel culture at that point. and do the right thing. I mean, what are you teaching kids? I mean, you're teaching them that it's okay to be a criminal. It's okay to be a drug addict and a criminal if you die by too much force from the police, or if you die from a drug overdose while being choked out, that you're going to be idolized. I mean, I remember the funeral they gave him. It's fucking crazy, man. There's war heroes. There's veterans. There's like legit people that don't get that kind of treatment. He's getting that kind of send off, a fucking drug addict, career criminal, just because he died. Some it was proven in court. Well, it actually wasn't proven in court that he died from being choked. I mean, it was probably, it seemed like it was a combination between him being choked and also the drugs that he was under at the time, with fentanyl and all the other stuff that was in his system. But yeah, I mean, to give him that kind of send off, like what are we teaching kids? If you got military heroes, you have scholars, I mean, you got all these people that would be very deserving of that type of send off when they get called home, and they don't get it. But he gets that kind of send off. I mean, it's crazy. I really have no idea. I guess that's the airport right there. So let's start veering off. Let's low on fuel. All right, well, we can fix that. All right, let's put ourselves in heading mode. Zoom in a little bit. And I think we're okay at this altitude, to be honest, for what we're going to be doing. Start heading over. All right, let me look up some airports on Milos so we can land eventually. They have one airport. That's easy. That's interesting. So this landing uses DME, a VOR station that's like 5 miles away from it. That is pretty interesting. What's up, Elmer? What's good, my dude? Look at the striations on this beach here, or a rock, or whatever this is. That's crazy looking. How did that happen? And we pass around this mountain and maybe. This is the island of Milos. I don't have multiplayer turned on, otherwise you could find me, but, We can always link up one day on multiplayer if you want to. All right, let's start heading north. Where are you flying at right now, bud? Wow. Well, then you might be flying near me. Yeah, I had no idea what to do for a video tonight. And, so I was like, well, you know what? I've never seen this part of the world before. Let me go ahead and fly over Greece a little bit. The original plan I was going to do was going to be over a few islands, but I wound up just doing these two. Let me get stabilized here and let me plug in the ADF for the... ADF. All right, what do we got here? 378. .78. What kind of plane you flying, bud? And let's go down to 2. Oh yeah, that's a fun plane. Absolutely. That's cool. Having a house like right on this inlet here, that's got to be awesome. Slavu Trio Asalos. This is the runway that they have. That's how it's specified the runway. 233 is the course. I think I'll come around again. Wow, look at that. That is cool. Amazing. What some parts of the Earth are. All right, let's go ahead and I guess I'll take manual control of the plane for now. Yeah, I'm going to try to land too. We'll see how it goes. just going to go to the opening of that inlet and just land from there. Looks like this runway kind of runs with the inlet a little bit, so that's what I'm gonna try to do at least. I hear you. There's an ADF available for it that you can try to help line you up. It's 378 is the frequency for the ADF. But yeah, I may have to circle myself to kind of check it out first. I've never tried to land at this airport before. This plane, I like flying it, but it doesn't have the best visibility, that's for sure. All right, let's turn in this inlet here. Start slowing down. Put some flaps down, put our gear down. Sweet. It's good shit, my man. See the airport. Well, I did see the airport. There's the airport. So I need 35 is the course that I should be on for this landing. According to the chart. Sweet, man, good job. You always say anyone you can walk away from is a good one. All right, let's get lined up with 35 and then make our turn. Waiting for this needle here, that blue one. About 30, about 40 actually. Come on, ADF, start moving, bitch. Come on. that turn, otherwise I'm gonna run into the mountains. Oh yeah, there we go. I see the runway. See you, buddy. I could have made that turn a bit better. I got no idea what the altitude is. So it's 7, okay. It's only 17 feet, the elevation. I wonder which way they come in from in real life. Like, I wonder if they come in this way or if they come in from over those mountains, or kind of go around the mountains and then turn in. Sweet. We did it. Put the brakes on. I'll take that landing. That was pretty good for first time landing at this airport. I will take it. But that was a fun little trip. I'm glad we toured the island of Crete, toured around Milos a little bit, and I don't know, what time is it now? Only 11 o'clock. I got nothing to do tomorrow. I might come back again. I might do, yeah, keep an eye out for me. I may be back here shortly. I'm kind of in the mood to do another flight. But if I don't see you, hopefully I will see you all tomorrow. And if it's Saturday for you already, I hope you have a good Saturday. If it's Friday night, I hope you enjoy the rest of your Friday night. And I might see you again shortly. I'm very seriously contemplating doing another flight here. I wasn't really in the mood, to be honest, when I first did this flight. But now that this is done, I'm kind of in the mood to fly something else. So another propeller plane probably. But anyways, I will see you all soon. Please subscribe, please like, and